So I took my hot tub and then I took a shower. As soon as I got out, I'm standing there. I did a live meditation in the mirror, and I'm making a video with a meditation that I just did in the bathroom. And it was like, that was pretty profound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you down my life, let you see what it feels like to be me for a minute. Okay, what I want you to fantasize is you are sitting in a room, lots of people, and you got all your friends, your besties are all around you. You're sitting in a full room, you've got your friends, you got your sister over there, you've got all these people that came, and you're getting ready to do this meditation. As soon as we get in the room, guess what I'm going to do? I'm moving you all so you're not near each other. You don't understand how powerful this is. When you're sitting at some kind of a conference, if there's some profound person up there speaking, and you love it, but then that person next to you's going, can you believe this stuff? It's like when you have somebody next to you, you can't be who you are. So I'm going to stop that as soon as you get in the room. So you're in a room, but you're moved. Next to you are two complete strangers. When I was quite young, I saw visions of something that was going to happen. I didn't know that until I saw it happen. And this happened a few times, but then my life became clouded with abuse and hiding under the bed and torture. So that all the abilities were gone. Okay, so I'm going to get you down into the meditative state first, and then I'll talk through these other things so you can be where I am as it comes through. So what I want you to do right now, and we will do it together, I want you to close your eyes. You're not next to anybody you know. These people are participating, so you are right there by yourself. It's just you and me. And you want to see what it feels like to experience a moment of my life. So for a moment, close your eyes. Just take deep breaths. Do it at your pace. You don't have to do anybody's pace. Do your pace. When I wake up in the morning, which is frequently because I do have to report to the bladder police, I've explained earlier, I don't feel bodily sensations. So for me to not wet my bed, I go to the bathroom a few times during the night because I don't feel any of those feelings in my body. I don't feel if I'm overheated. I have to adhere to what my body is telling me, and this is what I've learned. So I go to bed and I lie there and I wake up and I go pee and then I go back to bed. And I lie there saying, can I please go back to sleep? And I do. And then finally, I lie there, the sun comes up, and basically I lie in bed and I'm told I'm lying in state. I'm very still. I'm waiting. I'm waiting because I don't just get up. What would I do? It might be cold. I might need to build a fire. So I literally, in surrender, I wake up and I lie there until I'm told, okay, get up. And then I go make my fire. I do whatever I do next. I lie in state until I'm guided. When I'm guided, then I go do the next step. When this step is done, when I build my fire, I sit in front of my fire for hours until I'm told to do something else. You probably say, I can't meditate. I didn't think I could meditate. My meditations were darkness. They were black, so I didn't even try. But when I went through a course and I did all the meditations and I went to blackness, everyone said to me, we want to go there. And I'm like, I want to go where you're going. Turns out, the way I live now, I am always in that blankness. My life is an empty flash drive, an empty canvas with no fantasies, no visions, no thoughts, nothing going on at any time, at any point during a day. I am in silence and I am in stillness until I am told to deploy or execute. Until then, I am silent. I have no thought. There is no thought in my head. One meditation that did give me a vision is something I'm going to take you down. It was somewhere where I could let my mind let me slip to, so I could allow myself to float in this abyss and not be my body. So wherever you are, make sure you're very comfortable. You're not bound, nothing's tight, your hair, nothing is bent. You want to be completely comfortable so you could just allow your body to completely relax and flow. One of the visions I get is a wormhole in the ocean, just this very calm, still ocean, and there's this fast moving river going right through it. I was in this wormhole my whole life, and it just sucked me through, but it takes you to the good stuff, the stuff you want to get to. So in your stillness, just be silent right now. Have no thoughts in your head. Just listen to my voice and just await words. Don't think. No thought. And now I want you to see yourself walking out into your backyard, into a night sky. It's like the Milky Way. It's brighter than it's ever been. You're laying on a gravity chair and you're floating, just looking at those stars. You're looking at those stars. You see things flying through the sky far away. And then you allow yourself to lift off. You're allowing yourself to go up to those stars. So the lights of the city, the neighbors, nothing is in the way between you and being in the stars. So let yourself float up to the stars and just be there and float and allow yourself to look around and see what planets you're near. Just have fun with it. You're floating free. If you want to be in a spacesuit, be in a spacesuit. If you want to be a bubble, be a bubble. Be whatever you want to be. Just allow yourself to go to space. Float into space. Allow a visual to come to you of you in space. This is something we can picture. This is why this meditation worked for me, because I was allowed to take myself to a physical location that we all are at all the time. We just don't know it. Now we're going to go out of space into someplace even more amazing. We're not coming back to Earth. We are the bubble, and we are going to go inside the body, our body, and we're going to allow that bubble to be our inside eyes. We get to have inside eyes as we sit there peacefully, and the bubble goes in, and we get to follow the bubble as it floats through our body. Where do you want it to go? Why don't we start at the root chakra? Take your bubble to the lower body, the root chakra. Most people have a lot of darkness in this area. Send light to this area. Send light and love. Just say, I am light and love. I'm not going to let anything that ever happened to me stop me from being light and love. Yes, it happened, but I'm still here. I'm still me. Send light to your lower body. Send light and love, forgiveness and peace, because everything that happened to you is over. What you do with it right now is everything. Be in peace. Let yourself flow through your body and go all through your chakras, up through your crown chakra, stopping at each one slowly and allowing it to feel. Allow yourself to feel. What is that chakra telling you? How is your voice? Are you able to speak what you need? Is it your throat chakra? What chakras, what in you is feeling a blockage? Something that you know, and the two strangers next to you don't know because they don't know you, and they don't care because that blockage for all of you is something you chose to keep. And so now with these two strangers on your sides, why don't you just agree through the sky that you don't need to carry that any longer? That weight you were carrying of that thing that happened to you, it's over. Let it go. Get over it. Let it go and become light. Become light again. Allow yourself to flow. Just flow and allow yourself to go through the entire body. Let that bubble take you up to your eyes and see the inside of your hair follicles, the backside of your eyeballs, your nose, your teeth, the roots, everything inside your body. Allow you to float all the way through your body and just be one with the stillness of who you are. In this peaceful state, you get to recognize that this is you allowing yourself a state of grace. I want to cry. A state of grace. To allow yourself to feel your heart and who you are for the first time. You don't have time to do this because the world has so many demands of you. You have a lot of expectations. You can't forget them because it will be held against you. So in this peaceful state, you have nothing but peace. You get to just breathe into, I get to choose this right now. I get to choose this peace and stillness. Just breathe into it. Just see how good it feels to walk a mile in my shoes. Every day, I float. I float in nothingness. But it's peaceful because it's just me and there's nobody judging me or shading me. It's just me and no world against me because I can't allow them to be here. They want to take me down, but you need me. I need me. I went through this process to become a light so I could shine for others who want to shine. The others can stay behind. I don't want them. This world is peaceful. It is heaven on earth when you release the human story. The human story are those things that happen to you. The human story are those people that are telling you what you owe them and how you are beholden to them. This is the most important takeaway from this moment. When I was young, driving on Flamingo in Las Vegas, 16, I remember looking at people in cars and I wondered, do they know they're in a body too? It's like I was this thing inside my body that was driving this car. And it was saying, I was saying, do they know they're not their body? I had no proof. I had nothing. But I just knew it was something and I was floating around inside of it. I had so many powerful nuggets of guidance through my childhood that saved my life. I had to be connected to Source, even though I lost the clairvoyance. I was connected and I always followed guidance. It saved my life time and time again. When you follow guidance and it feels good, even if you're in a volatile, horrible situation, you have a place to go to, a place to retreat. But then if you come out of that beautiful space and you allow yourself to step back in front of the cannon, don't you question why you do this. When you get to feel the peace of this moment, and then you got to wake up and go back to the things that make you feel icky. This is where I want you to understand that we are solo travelers. We come here as a spirit, as a sparkle of light, and we slip into this skin bag and we kick it in. We use the oil can. We come out of the body or the test tube. And then if you're lucky like I was, you have a parent that can't raise you and you get to go and you get to find your path. You get to stumble and see what doesn't feel good, to find what does feel good. And what feels good is what feels good is always the unknown. What doesn't feel good is what we're told that we're supposed to do and be. So I always went the other way. I always went the other way. And it brought me here. When you know what taking the job for the security feels like, but you can't know what flying to Jamaica for a weekend's going to feel like, why do you go for the sure thing? Because humans tell you you need to. No, I stepped off of the merry-go-round. I stepped out of the human race and I put up a 6-foot fence. And I am not part of it any longer. In my world, it is just peace. I live in silence and I'm an agent for God. I'm connected to the sky 100% because there's no middleman in the way any longer. She doesn't need to be here because she knows what it feels like to just be your guidance. Be why you came here. I visualize a puppet master above me. This is how it helped me visualize what we are. See yourself as a little lonely goatherd. And Julie Andrews up there. And you're the little goatherd, but you are actually the one up there doing this. You are managing the little body that's down here on this planet. You are the puppet master of this body on the planet. When you allow the puppet master, who is connected to all the other puppet masters, all that is, to drive, when you surrender and say, I'm going to give you the keys, you get here. You come right here. So I'm just giving you an experience of what it feels like to be me. I am silent until I go do something that I'm told to do. Sometimes it's cooking, and I enjoy that, and I usually don't eat, but I give it away. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy art. I haven't done it in over a year. I only do what I'm guided to do. If you go try to do something when you're in silence and in tune and in alignment, and you go say, well, I'm going to go paint because I want to go human, it's going to be a horrible experience, and you're going to throw it all away because you're trying to be human. You're trying to insert ego. When you take ego out and you become your higher self, you're here for the greater good. You're no longer caring about being self-serving. You have no needs. Everything is provided for. This is what it feels like to be in this dimension. Being in Mount Shasta, elevated as an ascended person who my spirit came into this body, and I grew through it, and I became my higher self. Because I rang the bell in this lifetime, I got to where we get to go. We have a destination. We're not just spiritual. If you follow it, if you leave everything behind you and you go just be with you, you will get to where you came here to get to. It's right there waiting for you. It's right there. It is your praying hands from you to you. There's a big bubble, a big round bubble above your hands with all the expectations and the lies and the things people tell you have to do. So here's the biggest thing, and I'm trying to isolate this for you to visualize it. I am in my body, and when the body dies, here I am, and then I go into another body, and here I am. You are not your body. You are not your body. You go into a body, and you shake it to existence, and stretch it all out, but you don't get to have the life I had. You don't get to just be who you are because you were put into a program that everybody believed in. Marriage, clusters of people, stay together, always be together, never be alone. We come here solo. We come here alone as a spark of consciousness, as spirit. We take form when we get here. It is with this form that we can navigate this land and get to your awakened state and then find your ultimate potential before you leave. When you do this, you bypass the pain, agony, commitments, contracts, lawyers, rules. You go right to who you are. You just turn away from everything you were told is. Take time alone. No people, no communication, and have the moment that you're having right now with yourself, in the ocean, in the mountains, somewhere that brings you joy. Allow you to find this moment to where you find you and you finally feel your connection to God. It's not church. Church is gossip. Church is an invention of mankind like money. You and your connection to source, because you are a spark of consciousness, borrowing a skin bag that you're going to kick to the curb as soon as you're done with your work here. And you could stay here in that bag as long as you want. Your ultimate goal is to become who you are. And then you are in your skin bag and you're in this world, but not of it. And you are completely abundant. Everything you need is provided for you. You need for nothing. You don't want anything. That is what life is like on this side of the bridge. That is what we want. That is why we came here. This is the world you want to live in. This is the world I live in full time. And I will never go back. You can't go back. Once you know what this feels like, you can't go back. But you do need to go back. I understand you are a human being, and this has been a great little break, a nice little refuge for you to get away for a moment. But you like your world as it is. You like to look at your phone. You like to watch the news. You like to see what's going on. You like to see what everybody's feeling about everything. You want to know what's going on in the world, which plugs you in, which takes you out of that peaceful state. It plugs you in. Every single thing you look at that gets your attention, you're giving part of you away. So to bring you back, I hate to bring you back. I just wish you would stay here, but I know you can't. So I will bring you back in the way that you're accustomed to. Welcome back to Earth. Wake up! Wake up! Come on, come on, come on. Come on, guys. Taking you back where you want to go. This is the whole point. This is the world you guys choose. You were with me for a long time, and now I brought you back. Just an example of a day in my life. You should do this more often. You should take time for you, but you might want to skip the end of the meditation next time.